Welcome to American Truck Simulator. This is going to be my playthrough of this game. And this is my truck, and this is my garage. So after having a reasonably successful trucking career in Europe, for unforeseen circumstances I had to leave Europe, and now I'm in America. I bought myself a truck with what money I had, and a garage. And we're going to see what we can do. See if we can build up a trucking empire in the USA. So here we are. So yeah, that's the kind of BS roleplay element I'm going for. Right. I've got really just one rule for this series, and it's no fast travel. So really I'm going to have to check the map, pick a company, and take a job from there. I don't even think I have to mark that. I have to turn right and pull into 3M. So we'll go to 3M and see what jobs they've got. Yeah. Now, why am I starting in a truck in a garage? Well, simply because I want to enjoy the game. I've done the build up, drive everybody else's truck, you know, use do all the quick jobs, etc., to get a truck that I like. But this time I'm just starting in a truck that I think it's going to be fun to drive. I know it looks a bit of like a clown show at the minute, but it's a sort of vampire themed thing. Right, I'm level 0, so it's a fresh account, and I have $1,287. So it is starting from scratch. I'm pretty sure I don't have any skills. I don't, you see. I need to level up first. So, yeah. Oh, well, a wheel reset. So this is it. So this gameplay is just me enjoying American Truck Simulator, having a bit of fun. I'm not setting myself any major goals or rules or anything like that, apart from I don't want to fast travel. And this is the truck. So this is what I'll be using for now. I will be picking up other trucks, and they will be a lot cleaner and be a lot more sensible looking than this, but I like this for now. This is pretty interesting. I've got a bunch of settings which I feel is going to aid the gameplay. You know, like realistic fuel consumption. I've got traffic offences on. I have fatigue on. I have, what else do I have on? I've turned anti-lock braking off. I have advanced trailer coupling on. I have air brake simulation on. I've reduced the braking sensitivity right down to about 50%, I think it is, which means I'm going to have to be a bit more cautious with my brakes, especially fully loaded. You know, it's going to take a little bit longer to stop, so I have to be more cautious about what's going on in front of me. Yeah, just different things. I'll stick my settings up on the screen if anybody's interested. And yeah, I have the realistic icons. I've got to be a little bit more visually aware of where I need to stop. Right, so we are here. We could go to Yuma, the best price job. I don't fancy taking a double for my first job, because what I also have on is random parking. If you're not familiar with that, that means that when I turn up to a location, the parking spot will already be assigned to me, and it could be an easy parking spot or a difficult parking spot. cleaning off a bit of graffiti there, that guy. So yeah, I won't know what the parking's going to be like until I get there. Now, for the most part, I'm going to be using the internal camera view. I'm always going to be sat in the cab while manoeuvring and parking and such. However, this game can be, shall we say, brutal with some parking spots. And my level of competency in this game is, well, lacking, shall we say. So, the point I'm trying to make is there will be occasions that I use the external camera view. I'm going to really try not to, because I want to park from inside the cab, but there will be some parking spots that are just going to beat me, and I won't have the skill level to be able to park in them. So, but for the most part, this will all be from inside the cab. And yes, here we are. So, I mean, I do like this truck. It's a bit of a gimmick at the minute, but it's good fun. I have an engines mod, which provides some better engines. I'm not going to be using, there is some ridiculously overpowered engines in the mod. I'm not going to be using them. I'm running a 475 horsepower in this at the moment. It's set up mainly for normal cargo. It's got a 13-speed transmission. And for now, it's a nice little start. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this series. I'm really, absolutely, really enjoying driving these trucks and driving the American roads. It's been a lot of fun in the very short time I've been doing it. So yeah, I thought, well, I'll chart my progress and I'll put a few videos up, because I have been slacking on videos. I've not been able to do a great deal recently. But I would really like to play this game, and I think I can see myself playing it quite a bit for the foreseeable future. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any of the map DLCs at the minute, which is a bit restricting. However, I will get them. I will buy the map DLCs. The reason I'm not purchasing them at the moment is because it's about £150 for me to get all of the DLCs, map DLCs, at the moment at their current price. Now, I know Steam has sales on reasonably frequently, so I'm going to just wait until I see what comes up on a Steam sale and pick up whichever ones are available then. I know it sounds a bit cheap, it sounds like I'm being a bit tight, but I think you're not going to stop, are you? Oh, you're going that way. Right, we'll clear that way, clear that way. Yeah, the reason I'm going to wait is because I know what it's going to be like. I'll buy like 4 map DLCs to start, or something like that, and then the weekend later 3 of them will be on Steam sale. And I'll be quite annoyed with myself that I've jumped the gun. So I'm going to see what comes up on sale first, purchase them, and then what I'll end up doing is just picking up the rest at full price, probably. So yeah, I will get the map DLCs, but for now, oh, thank you, Mr. Fire Engine, I appreciate it. Yeah, for now I'm running the vanilla gameplay. yeah, so here we are. So these videos aren't going to be anything specific. I was going to do like a roleplay series completely, you know, I end up in America and I start from scratch, and I was going to use realistic economy mod and etc, but the time it would take to build up with the realistic economy mod, I don't have enough real world time to play that much. So yeah, I'm just going to play the game and enjoy it. That's basically where I'm at the moment. So yeah, the videos are just going to be somewhat just random. It's just going to be me driving trucks in America. I would like a collection of trucks. My next truck will be more, shall we say, sensible. It'll have a much cleaner look. I have a truck in mind, a design in mind, and a colour in mind, and it'll be a real crisp, clean looking truck, in my opinion anyway. It won't be the clown show that I'm driving at the moment, but I like this clown show. It's fun to drive. Yeah, I mean, I think my biggest, not issue, my biggest weakness is my ability to park in some of the parking spots. But hopefully as this series goes on, I will improve. I can use the external camera view and park in the difficult parking spots with relative ease, honestly, but parking inside the cab using the mirrors, it's still difficult for me to see, and I do struggle. So I've changed the icons mod to a different mod that adds, you know, the realistic looking icons. So when I pull into a garage, there's like a puddle or just a weird discoloration on the ground, which shows that that's where I'm supposed to fuel up. Things like that. If I pull into a service station, there's just there's a guy stood there. You've got to pull up beside him, and rather than having a flashing icon. Things like that. And then the parking spot is 4 cones, and then when you're parked correctly, the cones, the strip on the cones will turn green. I wasn't paying attention there. Oof. Slow down pretty quickly via my engine brake. Yeah, if you're not familiar with that rumbling sound, that is the engine brake. Because with my reduced brake sensitivity and my having to be a little bit aware of air pressure, it's yeah, I have to be a bit more sort of sensible with my driving. The air pressure is there if I pump the brakes, that dial going down. Yeah, if you lose air pressure fully, you're gonna have a bad day. So air pressure builds up again with the engine. The engine will build the air pressure back up. So if you do get stuck, if you're not familiar with that, if you sit and just let your engine run, the air pressure will build back up. And you can increase the revs to prove that. As you can see, since pulling out of there, the air pressure's gone back up. So it's not a massive, it's not a big deal really. It's fairly easy to maintain and monitor. But it just adds to the gameplay a little bit. I've been enjoying the locations. I haven't been to many. I did a test run of the game, and I was in around Los Angeles area, San Francisco, and some of the cities there were pretty cool to look at. So I am really looking forward actually to picking up some DLCs because, yeah, I've said it before I think, but I'm a sightseer, so I like to look around and see what's what. And I've got to start paying attention to what's going on the road. To be honest, I don't blame that car for pulling out because the traffic's quite heavy. You would have been sat there for quite a while. Yeah, so the realistic traffic mod I've got adds traffic at particularly busy times of the day. That front mirror is incredibly handy for just checking your trailer as you turn a corner. Yeah, I can pull out, that car's slowed down. Yeah, I mean it's not, I know it's a blind spot mirror, but yeah, it's, instead of glancing across to there, I can just temporarily look in that front right mirror and just see that the trailer is getting around the corner okay. Very handy for that. I'm still trying to figure out what engine and transmission combination I'm going to be happy with. I kind of like the 13 speed at the minute. Its capability of getting up hills with the engine I have is, I mean, it's average, I would say. So I mean, I could go to an 18 speed if I get a bigger engine on a truck, or if I upgrade this one, I might go to an 18 speed, but I think the 13 is fine for now. So it's something I'm going to have a bit of a play around with and learn a bit more about in the game, see what's going to suit. But I am loving driving these trucks. I was kind of torn between the Kenworth, the W900, and Peterbilt 389, and the 389 just sort of won for me. Not for capability spec or anything like that, just for aesthetics and the feel of the truck while driving. But I am going to pick up a Kenworth W900. I think they look pretty cool. And yeah, a nice clean look to that truck, and I'd like to collect a few trucks in the game. Have a little bit of variation. I do find driving these American roads a lot more enjoyable than the European roads at the moment, for some reason. I don't know why. The motorways, at least, you know what I mean, or the highway, the freeway. Not sure what the difference between that is. Is there a difference between highway and freeway? Sure there is. I have to learn what that is. I need to learn a bit more about American traffic laws as well. Why are you pulling over? Sat nav, I think. I'm gonna have to change lanes. Yep, gotta merge to one. Yeah, I like the American roads. I'm enjoying it. I'm absolutely really enjoying it. I'm gonna still play Euro Truck Simulator. I have a lot of time invested in that game, and I have a lot of enjoyment still playing it, but I needed a change. It does struggle a little bit on the hills, but that's fine. I'm not in any rush. Doing all right. Oh, car, seriously. Wow. That was close. Very close. I found for the most part the AI in the game is relatively courteous. But I suppose you do get the odd driver a little bit crazy. The sun is going down. Didn't realise I set off quite so late. I mean, it's not a long journey, so we shouldn't be too far away. Yeah, Arizona, here we are, so about 5 minutes we'll be at our destination. I don't think we don't have to travel too far into Arizona for this drop off. Or were we in? I thought we was in Arizona. We are in Arizona. Didn't we start in Arizona? Oh, I don't know. Getting confused now. Yeah, this is going to be our drop-in location is shown on the map. Oh my goodness. Just trying to shuffle my chair around. Still squeaky. Burger joint there. Once I've dropped this load off, I'll nip back and grab myself a burger. Might stop at the motel for the night. Any traffic? Nope. I'm going to ride the curb a bit. I'll be fine. There's no street furniture there. By street furniture, I mean lampposts and bollards and such. Right, UPS, here we are. Let's see what our park is going to be like. Will the... Oh. So the trailer gets around the corner. Run across the grass a bit. Will the trucking gods be kind to me today? Is it going to be an easy park or a difficult park? It is going to be very easy. There is our parking spot. Thank you, trucking gods. You are amazing. I mean, I do like the challenge of parking, but, you know, my first little intro video of the game, I didn't want, like, to be... I didn't really want to be spending 25 minutes trying to park a truck. Oh, there we go. I don't think that's particularly straight, but cone's gone green. We're in. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's decouple. And that is job done. So, not far, 213 miles. Oh, we'll get a level up. I can start my skill points, and I think I'm going to start in long distance. Just work my way down, one on each, and pop back up here again maybe. I don't know, I'll work it out. Right, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next drive.